When it comes to the list of potential candidates for the next James Bond role, the name Sam Heughan has always been at the top for many years. With his handsome appearance, elegant demeanor and strong charisma, the star of Outlander was once considered the perfect choice to inherit the legacy left by Daniel Craig. However, in a shocking development, recently, the producer officially confirmed that Sam Heughan is no longer on the final list of candidates for the role of 007. So, what really happened behind the scenes? According to some exclusive sources from The Hollywood Reporter, the reason is not simply a contract issue or brand strategy as previously reported by the media. The truth behind Sam Heughan's removal from this iconic role is much more complicated and surprising. Insiders revealed that Sam Heughan and producer Barbara Broccoli had been at odds for months over the direction of the new James Bond character. Sam wanted to create a more modern, psychologically profound and emotionally complex Bond, even suggesting that Bond could show vulnerability and weakness behind his cold exterior. However, Barbara Broccoli was steadfast in her view of maintaining the immortal soul of Bond, cold, tough, somewhat gruff and always keeping his personal feelings at a distance. This difference in views made meetings between Sam and the production team increasingly tense and eventually failed to find common ground. Sam wanted to break the mold, and Barbara wanted to protect the legacy. The two sides could not reconcile those differences, a close source shared. At the time Sam Heughan was being considered, Richard Madden suddenly appeared with an excellent audition that exceeded expectations. Madden not only met all the criteria for appearance and acting, but also demonstrated flexibility in accepting the traditional direction set by the producer. Richard Madden has all the elements, a charming, mysterious Bond but not too weak. Most importantly, he accepts the path that the crew wants, said a film industry analyst. Although knowing that this race is fierce and always has the potential for last-minute changes, the fact that Sam Heughan was dethroned by Richard Madden still surprised many people, because Sam used to be the person that the audience and the media expected the most. In addition to professional factors, Sam Heughan's personal life has recently been involved in a lot of noise. The complicated love rumors surrounding his relationship with his Outlander co-star Katrina Balfe, as well as the scandals with some famous models, have unintentionally affected the standard image that a James Bond needs to have. Although Sam has always kept silent and has never confirmed any rumors, in the eyes of the producers, the image of James Bond cannot be associated with controversial stories on the sidelines. They want an actor who is clean in both his private life and public image. James Bond is not only a movie character but also a brand worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Therefore, the decision to choose an actor depends not only on the creative team but also on the consensus of investors and global film distributors. According to Variety, some major partners in the US and Chinese markets are concerned about Sam Heughan's global brand recognition. Although he is very famous in the UK and Europe, in strategic film markets, Sam's name is still not attractive enough compared to other A-list stars. This makes investors worried about the box office revenue potential, especially when the global film market is gradually recovering from the pandemic. According to internal sources, Sam Heughan has withdrawn honorably, without any controversy or litigation related to the contract. The actor expressed his respect for the producer's decision and sent his best wishes to the future James Bond team. James Bond is a great cinematic icon. I am honored to have been considered for this role. Even though it didn't come true, I still feel proud and grateful for that journey, Sam briefly shared on his personal page. He also quickly announced new projects, including a psychological action film in collaboration with a famous Hollywood director and the possibility of trying his hand at independent film production. Fans' reaction: disappointed but not surprised. On social media, fans were divided. Some expressed disappointment, even anger, because they thought Sam was the perfect choice but was eliminated for commercial reasons. However, another group believes that this is inevitable in the film industry, where financial benefits and brand strategy are always put first. Sam Heughan does not need James Bond to prove his talent. He has, is and will continue to shine in his own way, a fan commented. What is the future for Sam Heughan? Although he missed the role of James Bond, Sam Heughan's career journey is certainly not over. With his talent, courage and tireless perseverance, he is expected to continue to break through in international film projects, even becoming an independent film director and producer in the near future. Maybe Sam will not become James Bond, but who knows, he will create a new iconic character, no less impressive. And for those who love him, that is what really matters. Despite failing to become James Bond, Sam Heughan has not let that dim his ambition and fighting spirit. On the contrary, the Scottish actor is using this failure as a stepping stone to reshape his career and open a new, more promising chapter. Immediately after the news of being eliminated from the role of Bond was confirmed, Sam Heughan quickly appeared in many important meetings with film producers in Hollywood. According to close sources, he is negotiating for the lead role in a completely new action detective film, where he no longer has to live in the shadow of James Bond but can create his own image of a modern spy in his own way. A veteran Hollywood director once said, "Sam Heughan may not be James Bond, but he can definitely be another icon, a character that audiences will remember forever." The film industry always needs new characters, new stories, and Sam has the potential to do that. Not only stopping at acting, Sam is also quietly preparing for his directorial debut. According to some leaked information, he is developing a script for an independent film set in Scotland, which explores the depth of culture, people and majestic landscapes of his homeland. This is not only a personal art project but is also expected to promote the image of Scotland to the world. In a recent interview, Sam emotionally shared, "I was born and raised among the hills and ancient castles of Scotland. I want to bring that beauty to the screen, telling stories about the people here, the warriors, the fathers, the mothers, the dreamers amidst the harsh reality. It is a project I have cherished for many years." Contrary to the initial concerns, Sam's decision to leave the 007 race received strong support from colleagues in the industry. Katrina Balfe, Sam's longtime co-star and close friend, sent a public message on social media. "James Bond has lost a great opportunity, but the world of cinema is still intact." Sam Heughan. "I always believed that he would find his own path and surprise everyone in the best way." In addition to Katrina, many other actors and directors such as Graham McTavish, Ron Moore, and even stars who played Bond before expressed their regret but at the same time encouraged Sam to continue pursuing his passion for acting without limits. As for fans, although initially a bit disappointed, very quickly after that, they switched to cheering for Sam's new projects. Hashtags such as #SamHeughanFuture, #NotBondButLegend, or #OurJamesForever quickly spread across Twitter and Instagram, showing the strong and lasting influence of the actor in the hearts of global audiences. Being eliminated from the role of Bond did not reduce Sam's value in the eyes of filmmakers. On the contrary, it made more people realize that he was not only a potential candidate but also a true artist, daring to take risks and accept failure to seek maturity. Several major film studios are currently planning to invite Sam to participate in long-running TV series with huge budgets, where he can demonstrate his profound acting ability, far beyond the stereotype of conventional action characters. At the same time, the Sassenach Spirits whiskey brand founded by him is also developing strongly, expanding its market to Asia and North America. Sam does not hide his ambition to turn this brand into a monument of modern Scottish culture, parallel to his artistic career. Not only that, he is also actively participating in charity activities, raising funds for poor children in Scotland and organizing programs to support young talents in the arts field. In the fiercely competitive entertainment industry, not everyone has the courage to face failure calmly and civilly like Sam Heughan. He does not choose to criticize or blame, but frankly sees failure as an inevitable part of the process of growing up. "I think we all have dreams that don't come true. But what matters is what we do after that. I didn't become Bond, but I am still me, and my journey never ends here, Sam said in a TV interview. Message to fans. At the end of the interview, Sam Heughan sent a heartfelt message to those who have always supported him. Never let a failure define you. Let how you rise from that failure define you. That simple message is not only for those who love him, but also a profound lesson for anyone who is pursuing their dreams. And so, Sam Heughan's journey to become James Bond ends, but a new chapter in his life has just begun. A chapter that promises to be full of surprises, creativity and no less great, because Sam Heughan may not be James Bond, but he is certainly the hero in his own life story. And in the hearts of fans, Sam will always be an icon. He doesn't need a PPK or an Aston Martin to affirm his value.